I hit unmute. Good morning, everybody. If I hit unmute, they'll hear me talking in the background. Then I hit. Oh, hey. All right, Chuck and Jim, you're out. Chuck, you gotta go, Chuck. It's Sunday. It's the 100 and I don't even know. 186th. All right, here we go. Up next, we're talking Rusty Rastelli. 7 o'clock. We start. Settle in. It's go time. It's show time. All right, here we go.
Same old stool, same old chrome and shatter. Coat on the hook like it doesn't even matter. Door swings wide and the night just steps aside when that first cup smiles at me. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the troubles come in small and the dreams pour out in big. Sugar on the counter, laughs floating over the rugged. Life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Frank on the box, humming low in the corner. Steam writes my name on the glass by the order. Jokes with the boss about yesterday's close call. He says, kid, you made it, you're here, that's all. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the worries shrink to crumbs on the plate beside the figs. Stories in the sunlight, stirring slow with every shrug, yeah. Life feels large and lovely.
Hello, Monty, I see you.
From a little porcelain mug.
You got Zelda back there.
Out
Hello,
on
Zelda.
the
Hey,
avenue,
Joe is here this morning.
they chase their noon. I got time on a spoon and a second cup too. Oh yeah. If the world goes fast, let it pass, let it spin. I'll be right here where my day begins.
Thank you, Bambi. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the city takes a breath and the heart learns gentle gigs, quiet conversation, and a wink, a nod, a shrug, yeah. Life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Just me and my view.
Hello, guys. Settle in.
And that first sip, cool and new. Another beautiful day coming up.
Let's go sing it, girl.
From a little porcelain cup.
Come on, girls. You know you're singing it all day. I infected you. with positivity. There we go. I infected you with positivity because that is what I do. We indoctrinate here. We do indoctrinate, but we indoctrinate in a positive way. Let's get back to the Rusty Rastelli thumbnail. How do you like that thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? I'm learning, Bambi. I'm learning. There you go. A little Rusty Rastelli over there. That's the thumbnail for this morning's show. Kind of like it. Kind of came out good. This is the 186th consecutive Coffee Talks 42026. And you don't need to have that up there because you already know it. You guys already know. Let me go on camera for a couple of minutes here. Let's see what we got here. Is this camera working good? Is the audio good? Ladies and gentlemen, the question is to you. Can you hear me well? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well, if you don't mind. And Bambi, I want to thank you again for that little donation this morning. You see, I don't put up a goal. You guys know how to donate. I don't put up a goal. You know where to send the abost if you want to send the abost. You know what I mean? I don't need that. Oh, thank you, guys. Okay, thank you, hey teacher, and thank you. Oh, okay, all right. Thank you, Sven, Munchie. You guys are great. Yeah, it's a donation that comes from your heart. Abost. Look, when you go to a wedding, you put 500 in the envelope because you got to put 500 for two people today. If you don't, you're dead. You got to put 500 boost in an envelope for a two-person going to a wedding. It's just the way it is today. $250 a person is what you need to do. If you feel sometimes the chicken parm didn't taste as good as it should, you take out a 50 piece, right? Now, if you feel that you are getting something out of this show, you will send a boost. If you feel that you are getting nothing out of the show, you'll never send a boost. Some people feel that this is free entertainment. I got this guy. I got entertainment. I don't need to pay. That's correct. That is correct. But just so you know, every content creator that does do a show for you, it comes at a cost. A content creator, anybody that has a show host, does pay. If you feel that the environment that you're in, the entertainment is adding positive to your life, or you feel that the individual is worth it, you'll throw them a little boost. I don't need you to pay my doctor bills, my dentist bills. I don't need you to pay any of that. That is my life. My family's, my kids' braces, right? My dog's tooth removal. I don't need YouTube to pay me for that. I don't need you to pay for that. Me, personally, whatever donations I get, I put back into the show. That's how I do it. I got the glasses yesterday. Based on, listen, the show donations are very low, very down. But there was enough in there for me to invest back in the show, back in the platform. I got the Ray-Ban recording glasses. I am going to be taking this podcast on the road as I walk around the cities, as I drive, wherever I go. You're going to see me in Wildwood. You're going to see me in Seaside Heights. You're going to see me downtown Manhattan. You're going to see me walking on Mulberry Street and Arthur Avenue as I stream. So I got them. And I'm happy. And that's where we're at. Of course, Munchie. You donate. You're a donator. Bambi's a donator. I'm doing it to make me feel good. No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Joke. You knew it because you know me well. Because, hey, teacher, you know me well. Power, I did not lose. I did not lose. 100 for two people to a wedding? We'll put you in the trunk for that. Are you talking 100 for a person or what? The eyewitness. Well, you're not incognito. There is a light on there when you're taking pictures and recording. You can't spy on people. Hey, teacher, these things are amazing, but you can't spy on people. They'll know you're recording when you're walking. Hello, Mr. Gerard. I had to do it, Gerard. I had to do it. What do you want me to tell you? I took the money and I did it. So fireworks, walk and talks. You're going to see everything with these glasses. I love it. Gerard, I had to do it yesterday. What do you want me to tell you? 100 total. What are you getting there? Pizza Hut? Good morning, Pete Rizzolo. What do those glasses do? They are podcast glasses. They record. There is a camera right here, and it records as you're walking, and you can live stream while you're walking around without carrying a camera or anything. That's true, baby. I understand. I get it. And here in the metropolitan area, forget it. You can forget it. These kids are paying $200 a head for a dinner, for a wedding. $150, $200 a head for a dinner. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will be fun. Sure. Yes. Now, would you say it's worth the investment, Zelda? Would you say I should have put all that money out? Who's this? Talking about donations. Here's some fuzzles. Look at Sven Larson coming in heavy. Got a great avatar. That's just a simple avatar. I like that, Sven. Sven, thank you. And Bambi, thank you guys for donating this morning. I do appreciate it. Well, the other people appreciate it because you fund upgrades. However, whoever donates here, the show gets upgraded accordingly. We get a new camera, we get a new microphone, we get glasses, we get your sister's ass, right? So let me explain to you something. Once upon a time, there was the only way to have two people on your show recording was a whole control center. You needed a whole control center with switchers and wires. I got a double wireless camera, and I could podcast simply from my phone if I wanted to. I'm not a podcaster, but if I wanted to, I got a double wireless mic. That means that Zelda Z can be over there and Tommy Stigs can be over there with one microphone, with two microphones, wirelessly. This is a podcast microphone. Modern day podcasting is a phone and a two-piece wireless. And they charge in there. There's where it is. It's very basic. You don't need all that control center, all that other bullshit. But the one thing that you do need to do all of this shit is the ability to speak to people, have a little personality, and delivery on the topic that you are talking about. Today we're talking about Rusty Rastelli. I don't give a fuck about Rusty Rastelli. Evidently, he's a demon. If convicted of murder, I don't know. He's in a demonic lifestyle, was in a demonic lifestyle. And we're going to talk about it. So we're going to see. Oh, my God. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. That's so cool. That went right towards that because I purchased it out of that. Wow. Thank you, sweetie. Underboss, I do appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Well, sweetie, remember me and you? What we did? We bought Osada a new phone out of our own pocket. We didn't even tell anybody. So myself and Sweetie bought Osada a new phone when his phone broke. We told nobody. We just did it. Text, what do you think, Stigs? What do you think? What do you think, Sweetie? How can we get this money together? Can we ask for donations? No, we can't. I can do half, you do half. And we bought him a new phone. Me and yeah. Now, hey, some guys have a bad month, a bad week, a bad run. No problem. If I can help you, I will help you. We didn't make a show about it. We didn't even announce it. This is months ago. She says, I can do this much. I can do that much. I'm like, oh my God. Let me see. And that was what we did, Patty Joe. Because that's how we are over here. When you're with the right people, you're going to get it. Yeah, Munchie, we did. We bought him a new phone. Yes. He didn't ask for it. He was almost like, you fucking guys, why would you do that? No. That's how we roll over here, guys. When one of ours is down, we kick it in. We kick it up a bit. No asking. Nobody said, donate to Osada. He needs enough. No. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. None of that. Because if they said that, maybe we would change our tone. Being that Osada is a humble individual and a hardworking man, a wonderful father, grandfather, an amazing ex-husband, or whatever. Gerard, that's how we do it. Silent. Silent but effective. So we can be silent but deadly and silent and effective. And sweet tea, I know we didn't tell anybody we did this, but we did it. Oh my God. What are you thinking? What? What do you got? So how's Mr. Gerard this morning? You've been with us very consistently. I'm happy to hear that, Gerard. Happy to see you here every day, Gerard. So today we're talking Rusty Rastelli. We got some bullet points. Again, am I really concerned about Rusty Rastelli? I don't give a fuck about Rusty Rastelli. And I'm not a mobologist, and I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, and I love it this way. Don't look to me for facts. I mean, true facts, because guess what? I wasn't there. And guess what, you dirty motherfucker? If you're going to criticize about facts, you're also a jerk off because you weren't right there. So shut the fuck up. Enjoy these shows, these people that spotlight people and do shows, even the mob content creators. Just fucking enjoy it. You don't need to fact check them. You're going to tell me your Googles and your Wikipedias and all your programs that you pay for is better than the guy that does basic research and just delivers the topic and has a good time? So fucking what? Again, all that information is out there based on people typing into a computer. You do not know anything unless you, my research is better. Shut the fuck up. My research is better than yours. That's not a fact. Well, you don't fucking know either. You're ignorance. And you get discredited and unvalidated when you say you know the facts, because you ain't knowing no fucking facts. So shut up. And that's that. Mascarpone cheese is incredible. Very expensive, though. Very, very expensive. Mascarpone cheese is very good. So what do you have out there, Bambi? You have a ShopRite, a Publix? What do you guys shop with? Gerard, I was away for a bit. How you doing? Top of the morning, Mustang. Great to see you this morning. A Sunday morning, 7 o'clock. Who's fucking with Tommy Stigs on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m.? You got to be out of your mind to be here, people. But we are morning people. And morning people are the best. They get ahead of it. Morning people are the best. They are ahead of the game. They may get tired early. Unless they do a bump and you can stay up all night. That's a whole different topic and situation. Hey, teacher. Hey, teacher, I'm sorry. I passed over your question. I did not lose power either in the suburbs or in the neighborhood. Oh, you got Walmart. That's great. Okay. Oh, Walmart's the best. Well, yeah, we did not lose power in the suburbs where I'm at today. And we did not lose. You went to Tops. Did you sit upstairs or downstairs? Wow, Pete. I used to meet there at 3 a.m. with people. I used to meet people there at 3 a.m. East Newark. That was one of my meeting places, Pete. But it was only one level at that time. Best diner in New Jersey, right there. Tops Diner, East Newark. Right? East Newark is about 6 blocks. I think there's 2 police. East Newark. It butts up to down neck, kind of. High V. Oh. I'm good. Hey, teacher. I was asking where you were over the past few days. Yes, he has. We ask about our people. Stigs, get to the topic. Shut up. Nothing good happening at 3 a.m. Well, of course, Batty Joe. I wasn't there, to buy flowers. We were there to say, did you get them? Did you take care of that thing? Well, there was people. No, it was in Nutley last night. A lot of storm damage. Terrible. TikTok Diner. I've met at the TikTok Diner. I've met people at the TikTok Diner. I've met people at the Park Diner, which was a hot spot, though. But my favorite to meet, we had the Claremont. Pete Rizzolo, if you can help me. We had the Claremont Diner once upon a time. Bambi Sugar Syndicate playlist of all my candy. Let me know if you want me to custom make you some. Oh, my God. Well, look, I liked to meet at the diner in East Newark because hello there. Good morning, Brooklyn. I like to meet at the diner in East Newark. I don't know. Listen, you got to remember, I was banging around Belleville and Newark, so the Park Diner was crowded a lot. The TikTok, so. A lot of people. I'll tell you honestly, sweet tea. If you wanted to meet somebody coming out of New York City, you would meet at the TikTok Diner because it's right on Route 3. That's a good observation. You know way too much, girl. So yes, if you want to meet somebody from New York City, the best way to get them in and get them back out is to come up Route 3. Yes, as of course I know, is to come up Route 3, meet at the TikTok Diner, and then you could get them right back into Manhattan without them going through all these crazy Jersey streets. You know way too much, you sweet tea. Take it easy over there. Don't give away all my meeting spots. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. Not anymore. But I will just tell you. Quick meetings from somebody from New York. You go to the TikTok Diner. My favorite perfume. I don't wear perfume. I use Ivory soap. I take a fucking bath. Future 237. If this is your first time here, welcome to the social club. If it is not, forgive my ignorance. Be that as it may, either way, you are welcome here. Looks like we got an internet problem. Hold on a minute. Looks like we got an internet problem. Huh, this is interesting. We may be out. Wow. We may be losing internet, guys. Let me see. We got a lot of storm damage here. Are we still here, guys? Let me know. Let me know. I can switch over. Looks like we are good. Who's that? Gen X Effect? Hello, Gen X. How are you? I don't need a fucking topic about anything. I really don't. I don't even need a topic about anything. Just made me laugh out loud. Take a fucking bath. I mean, come on. What do you need all this perfume for? I don't like perfume. I don't want to go out with a woman with perfume on. I'm not interested. Take a fucking bath. I see you. Okay, we're here. Thank you. Take a fucking bath. Use a little Irish Spring, a little Ivory soap, a little Dove bar. Clean your ass with a Dove bar. I don't need no fucking perfumes. Ain't no need for that shit. In my personal opinion. If I'm going out to dinner or a drink with somebody, I want to enjoy my food, enjoy my drink, and not smell your car. I'm sorry. Or whatever the fuck these people wear. Sophia Loren, whatever perfume you guys wear. Although Creed is a nice men's cologne. My main man, Slimity Slim, a Hollywood star. How are you, Slim? Always great to see you. Yes. Hey, teacher. Okay, so I'm sorry. I did not lose power, but we have trees down everywhere. Clean your ass with a Dove bar. Don't give me no fucking cologne, perfume. What do you need that shit for? And the people that smoke that use it, oh, maron. The people that smoke that use cologne, you're using $200 a bottle cologne and you got smoke on you. Do you know the mixture of disgustingness that you're making when you put on cologne as a smoker? Che fiuma. Ma disgrazia di animale. It stinks. You ruin a $200 bottle of cologne or perfume when you light up a Marlboro Red. Do you understand? It's disgusting. There's nothing worse than those two mixed smells. Oh, horrible. Right? Am I right, Brooklyn? Smoke and cologne. What do we got here? Belgian chocolate. I mean, look at you. Pistachios, Madagascar, vanilla. Right? Jesus. Oh, my God. I used to think I could hide smoke. Nope. Patty Joe, I'm sorry. You cannot. Yeah. What do you think does that not say, Tommy? Yes, that's a whole look at all of that you got in there. I mean, come on. Yes, crunchy cannoli shells. Come on, baby, you know it. Good morning, Brooklyn from Hey Teacher. We're so happy you're back, Hey Teacher. Gen X, you had a show last night. Hope you did well. Hope you're going to. Cigarette smoke is the worst. It ruins everything. I mean, listen, everybody smoked in my mother's house, in the house. Imagine smoking in the house today. Now, I don't know about you smokers. You guys that smoke, do you smoke in the house? Does anybody here smoke? If you do you still smoke in the house? That is absolutely horrific to smoke in your house. And if you got kids, babies, grandbabies, and you're smoking in the house, you're a criminal. You're a demon. You can't smoke in the house because when those kids walk in that house, it gets in their lungs. Fucking animals smoking in their houses. They got babies there. I mean, we did it 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Man's jur. What does the balcony mean? What are we talking balcony? That was a club once upon a time. Man's sure. You guys ain't blocking nobody, are you? Remember when people smoked in the car and the house? You got to be a fucking animal to do that today, and it's criminal. It's got to be criminal. Both of my parents smoked when I was a kid. I always had bronchitis as a kid. There you go. Of course you had bronchitis. That's criminal. I smoke on the balcony. Good man or woman. I don't know. Again, you're not wrenched up, so I don't know if this is your first time here. If it is, welcome. If not, forgive my ignorance, because I'm an ignorant fuck. Because I have ADHD, and if I don't remember you coming in, I apologize. We have regulars here at the social club that we know each other very well. You're a man, and is this your first time here, and how'd you find us? So good morning from Hey Teacher. How did you find us? Give me a heads up. Hey, Sweet Tea, good morning from Slimmy Cricket, and he's giving you a yes. You see, I don't need a fucking topic. Rusty Rastelli, go fuck yourself. You're a demon. You're a dirtbag. But you're a stand-up guy because you never said a word, so we'll give you that. Let's get into the story of Rusty Rastelli and smoking on airplanes. Yes, we used to smoke on airplanes. I remember going to Italy as a kid. My father was smoking on the plane. I remember that. I remember my mother smoking in ShopRite. Pets. Whew. Yeah. Good morning, Slim from Sweet Sea. Any of you new people that came in today, let me know how you got here. We're killing that algorithm. I got to tell. Oh, guess who hit the algorithm? I was watching a mob video of Kawfee, and your channel came up as a suggestion. Thank you for the segue into my next topic. We have hit the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the top searches now. Guess who else has hit the algorithm? Giacomo. So Giacomo, congratulations. You have tipped into the algorithm. I'm in the algorithms on all different topics. And you're in the algorithms for some of the mob stuff that you talk about. So congratulations. I have no ill will to the guy. What do you think about modern cinema? I like it. The pricing is out of control, but I like it. But the AI situation is creeping in a little bit future, but we'll go with it. Yeah, we hit the algorithms. This is interesting. You see what we got right here? What were you watching? I'm sorry again. Hello, Dirty Jersey. What were you watching? Okay. I was watching a mob video about Kawfee. Now think about this comment right here. Watching a video about Kawfee, and then we got a recommendation based on a Kawfee video. We hit the fucking algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. And that is your work. That is your comments afterwards. Yeah. Modern cinema. Man's jur. Zelda saying hello. We're doing great. We ain't stopping, motherfucker. We ain't stopping. Osada, you were mentioned before. We hit the algorithm without any effort. Oh, let me add this. Bambi. Let me add this, Hey Teacher. Man's jur. We hit the algorithm without attempting to hit the algorithm. And that's when it works well. When you don't try, and you don't have any hopes, and you don't have any dreams, and you don't have any goals, but you just fucking do this, because if you don't do it, if you don't go hard, you got to go home. Bring your A game. That means your internet connection. That means your guests looking decent, dressed well, everything. If you ain't bringing your A game, quit. If it ain't fun, you got to be done. And if you got to put a huge amount of effort into this, it's over. Hit the like button to get in the algo. Yes, the like button helps. So does the dislike button. And you dirty motherfuckers out there hate watching, hit the dislike button. We love you too. You're all part of it. Right? Not everybody, the social club doesn't always have fans. There's people outside look at the gun at that. So listen, you're in a social club right now. There are people outside looking to clip you. Love being here. Cheers. Well, welcome. What's the secret to stay happy? Humble. You got to be humble, and you got to listen to me, future. This right here is one thing. Serenity prayer. You got to live by this. You got to live by this. When you put the serenity prayer in your life, a little bit of God, not over the top, but a little bit of prayer may help you. If you are an atheist, I'm not going to criticize you for it, but God is still working on you. I feel that the key to happiness is being humble, accepting what comes your way, and squashing it, conquering, crushing any negatives that come your way. You can do it. Totally up to you. Now, when we're terminally ill, you got pancreatic cancer, and they give you 4 weeks to live, there's nothing you can do except live out those days in a positive way. Because when they write your obituary, they're going to say, courageous fight. Courageous fight. You want your obituary to say, courageous fight. She never gave up. He never gave up. Courageous. I am courageous. You got to be courageous, focused. And I come on this thing every day expecting nothing. Nothing. And bang, we're hitting algorithms every single day. We're getting new people. We ain't stopping, motherfucker. We ain't stopping, motherfucker. The secret is don't whine about what you want. Be grateful for getting what you need. Whoa. Wow. Weed Whoppers in the social club. A Whopper. You know what? I haven't had a Whopper since I was 10. You son of a... Now you gave me the Wooly. Does anybody know what the word a Wooly means? Now, it's an Italian-American thing, the Wooly. We got topics to get to. We got to talk Rusty Rastelli, and you got me bullshitting over here. We didn't even get on anything yet, Sweetie. What are we going to do, Bambi? And a lot of Pepsi. And Bambi's fudge. Weed, Whoppers, the social club, Bambi's fudge, and what else? Munchie, help. All right, Slim, stop that blowing. Stop that blowing. We'll see you later, my man. Big tuna. Кезадич, come on. Hit that like button and subscribe. You know it, cuz. You know it, big tuna. Coming in strong with some demands. Fucking love this crew. So, future, you happy you made it this way? You happy you made it to the social club? Hit subscribe. Can't get disappointed with no expectations set. Many people do it in relationships where it's not. Oh, yes, Tommy. What's the right way to say Newark? Some jerk-offs will say Nork. N-O-R-K. I say Newark. I say Newark. I don't say Nork. I'm not a fucking idiot. I could speak. I don't say X like a jerk-off. I don't know. We're making a splash there. Things are going interesting with that. Staying happy, coffee, cigarettes, and when the girlfriend leaves after a visit, it's like paradise by the dashboard lights. Well, you can't get any better than that. Oh, you can't get any better than that. Coffee. Nothing better than coffee. Cigarettes if you smoke. God bless you. Hope you're smoking Marlboro Reds like a true gentleman. And when the girlfriend leaves after a visit, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's a nice 4-hour mix right there. And then you're on your own. I'm going to suppose you'll live alone like I do, which is fucking awesome. My air conditioning is at 64. 64 degrees my air conditioning is. You come in my place, it's like a meat locker. It's like when Rocky was training in the thing. I keep my place cold. 3 window units in a 1-bedroom apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 living room, 1 bathroom, 1 full-size kitchen, and I got 3 air conditioners going. Fuck you and your central air. Stick it up your sister's ass. 70? That's nice. Hey, teacher, that's reasonable. Bambi, I am. And it's so yummy. The fudge melted in my mouth. Where is Osada? We mentioned you in the beginning. 64, yes. And only because 61 is unreasonable. But I go to 64 degrees. In the car, it's 60. In the car, I'm driving. Yeah. 1 cat. Ah, beautiful. This pays the rent, so he stays. Got a nice setup there, man. Sure. That's hard to say. Sure. So it's your first time here. We hope you will be back. And in future, we also hope you will be back as well. Sending you some Tommy. You better do a food review. Absolutely. Soccer is the best sport to play and watch. I'm kind of enjoying it right now. I never really was. Although I did play soccer on the, what team was I on? It was an illegal team, but I was on a team. We were illegal. Of course, we were illegal. I started my illegal life at 7 years old. So we had an illegal team in the neighborhood, and I was on the Spurs. I was on the Spurs soccer team, which was an illegal team. Of course, it's going to be illegal. Because what the fuck? One of the big guys in the neighborhood put together a team. Anyway, me, Nikki, JJ, I don't know, a few other names. Steve, Vito, Charlie, Charlutz. I don't know. It was an illegal team. We did not belong in the league. The coach was a half a gangster, and he put together a team for us to play. The coach was a half a gangster. You were on the Spurs. Okay, but wait. Wasn't I with me or no? Pete, were you on my team? We didn't really play well. Were you on my team as well? What do you mean illegal? Well, the same way I played baseball illegal and got pinched. Pete Rizzolo. I don't know if we were on the team at the same time. We may have been on. Was Joey I the coach? Because, Bambi, we did not go the proper route to get selected in a draft. The guy from our neighborhood said, he's on my team, he's on my team, he's on my team. He goes to the board who picks you out of tryouts and says, they're on my team. And there's nothing you could say about it. I'm dead serious. I'm telling you what it is. This guy says, Tommy Stigs, Vito, Kyle Lutz, JJ, Nikki, they're all on my team. So we're not coming to the draft. Put my team in the thing, and that's that. And we had our team. Now, if I go over to baseball, I got banned from recreation baseball. Strong-armed, 100%. I got in trouble. I didn't get in trouble for that one. How the fuck do you get in trouble playing playing sports? Okay, I'll tell you my baseball story. Where's Pete Rizzolo? Pete, remember Pete Fiala? Bambi. We just work every fucking angle where we came from. Every angle is worked. On every level of life, it's sad, Bambi. It's sad, to be quite honest with you. Every fucking aspect of life is sideways, Pete. I can't explain it. So, Pete, you remember Pete Fiala? My paisan? Remember Pete? He's not well right now, actually. Pete Fiala breaks his hand. He plays first base. I'm a year older than you are allowed to be. Yes. So listen, Pete Fiala breaks his hand. He plays first base. I get a call. Not going to mention the names. Can you play first base? Petey's out. What are you talking, Coach? I'm aged out. I can't. He says, we know you're aged out. Just put the fucking shirt on. So here's me in a town that everybody knows everybody. I have a shirt on Tommy Stigs has a shirt on with the last name Fiala on the back. Now, my grandfather comes to the game because he doesn't know we're fucking with the system. And I went. It's terrible, Bambi, but it's all we knew. So here's me, first base. I'm a year older. I'm aged out. The coaches said, come on, Stigs, you can do it. No one's going to say anything about the shirt. But it's Tommy Stigs out there. It's not Petey Boy. Wait, I think it's Tommy Stigs. He's got that hat on. He's got dark glasses on. Is that Pete or is that Tommy Stigs? Now, Pete was thin back then. And I was thin. Brooklyn. Wait, is that Pete out there? He looks tall. Remember, Pete's shorter than me. Pete Rizzolo. Petey Boy is shorter than me. So I got Petey Boy's shirt on, Patty. Here I am at first base. Some motherfucker. And my grandfather's there. He's like, Maria, why does Tommy have a different shirt on? That's not our last name. Oh, wait. Am I good? Hold on. Is my sound good? Zelda's having a problem hearing me. Okay, we're good. So my grandpa says to my mother, Maria, why does he... Pop, don't worry. Sweet tea. My mother says, Pop, don't worry. My grandpa's there to just watch me play baseball. He's happy I'm playing baseball. I take a pinch on that, so to speak. As a teenager, Bambi, as a teenager, I take some dirty motherfucker ratted me out because the Cardinals in intermediate little league was winning. Right? I get called into the recreation department. Interrogation. Fucking 12 years old getting interrogated. They said, who put you up to this? What coaches put you up to this? I said, no, nobody. They said, what do you mean? How'd you get on the field? You aged out. How did you get on the field? What coach approached you to take Pete's spot? Here's me in my back of my head. Your mother's cunt is what I said. Your sister's ass told me. Oh, you're not going to tell us? I'm not going to tell you anything. I didn't want to ruin this coach's careers. So I said, I went to the coaches. Petey was out. Petey's my paisan. And I said, coaches, Pete's out. If you need me to play first base, I'll gladly do it. No, I'm lying because I just told you the coaches approached me. But I said that I approached the coaches. And they said, okay, you're banned. You're now banned from recreational sports in the city of Belleville, New Jersey. If you want to play sports, you're going to have to go to Barringer. You're not going to play here ever again. You're banned from sports in Belleville, New Jersey. And from that point on, I was banned. I never played sports again in New Jersey, in Belleville. That's our Mama Stigs, Pops, Tommy Who. Watch the game. Don't worry about it. You're banned. I got banned. The coaches kept their jobs. Nobody else got interrogated. I don't know where these men are now. They might be dead. They were much older, of course. And here we are. That's my Little League. But I did get on Little League, Pete. I was on Wallace and Tiernan. That was different than rec sports. So I was banned from rec sports in Belleville, New Jersey. Look. It's a Belleville thing. You wouldn't understand. It's a Belleville thing. I don't expect you to understand. Pete, look at my mug. Pete, are you drinking coffee out of our Belleville mug? Bambi, I started being demonic as a young age. What do you want me to tell you? Banned from Belleville Rec Sports. Took over the rec house as a hangout. Yes. I know. I was fine. I took the fall at fucking 12. I'll never dime anybody out. In my whole life, I'll never dime anybody out, no matter what it is. That's where we're at. I don't need to talk about Rusty Rastelli, this dirty motherfucker. Yeah. And that's where we're at. You asked, you get a story. Listen, I got a story for everything. I got a story for everything. So who prompted this? Who prompted the soccer? See, a new subscriber asked about soccer. And it went into a story. And I apologize, guys. I know that was probably boring. Who the fuck wants to hear that stupid story? You Belleville people got Belleville issues. We do. Yes. We're a sick sector of the world. We are sick fucking people, as you know. Let's get into this dirty motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about Rusty Rastelli, but we're doing mob talks on every Sunday, so we're going to do it. We're going to talk about Rusty Rastelli. We're going to get into some facts. What can I tell you? This is what it is. Yes, that's why I said he comes up in the algorithm, Patty Joe, as mob content. That is correct, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Tommy, make and model of your first car. 1976 Chrysler Cordoba with the Corinthian letter. Ricardo Montalban was the spokesman for the car. 1976 Chrysler Cordoba. I paid $300 for it. My mother was banged out, broke. We had no money. 1976 Chrysler Cordoba with the Corinthian leather, and Ricardo Montalban was the spokesman for the 1976 Chrysler Cordoba. Go back and take a look at the commercials. They're absolutely incredible. You love when I go off on tangents. Zelda. I asked him an honest question, and he gave me an honest answer. I was disappointed. Then answer not him. It was a great car. He doesn't know Joe Messino. Come on. You remember that commercial, James? His voice was something else, man. That was a classy man right there. Love that guy. Ricardo Montalban. What a great guy. Was he Puerto Rican or Ecuador, Colombiano? Where's Ricardo Montalban from? He had a great presence on the screen. Where was he from? Somebody please tell me what country? Or Puerto Rico's not a country, but it's the United States. But he did Fantasy Island. Sure, he did. He was the coolest guy around. He's better than that commercial with I'm the most interesting guy around. I think he did Fantasy Island, yeah. Ricardo Montalban. Love that guy, man. Such a I don't know how do you say this. I don't know how do you say what he is. He was he had just something about him, the way he carried himself. And I can't explain it. Mexico City he's from? He's Mexican. I didn't know. We love our Mexican brothers and sisters. Wow. Mexico City, Mexico. Thank you, Munchie. Yes, thank you, James Kane. All right. So shout out to Ricardo Montalban for giving me the opportunity to drive around in a really cool car. Even though the car was $300, what was I going to do? Then I said, fuck this. There's money to be made on the street. I need Cadillacs. I can't do this. Although it was a great car, I had a Vega. I had to bang it around in the 76, 74 Chevy Vega. Chevy Vega, is that a car? Wait, can somebody confirm? Chevy Vega? What was a Vega? I had a Vega. I had a Hoopty. He's still alive? I don't know. Stepping stone to a caddy. Well, the Cordoba drove nice. It was a full-size car. That car got totaled. I got into a pretty bad car accident. Then I ended up in a Vega. I think it was a 74 Vega, a green Vega. And, I just said to myself, I gotta make money. What am I gonna do? This ain't working. My family has no money. I gotta get around. Look at this fucking hoopty I'm driving in. The muffler's half on the ground. I got it tied up with string. I got a muffler tied up with fucking wire ties. This is how you're gonna go around, Stigs? Listen, this is where the turning point was. I said, I can't live like this. This is not a good way to live. What is this? And I turned it around. That's when I started saying, you know, there's money to be made on the street. I'm going to get into a fucking Cadillac if it's the worst thing, it's the last thing I do. And it worked. Ended up in trouble, but you see, that's why a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand why criminals buy expensive things. And the reason that criminals buy, I don't buy them expensive watches, expensive clothes. I don't have that. This is why people buy really expensive cars. People that were from the street or came with little or no money, they were stepped on their whole lives. So that's where you get nice suits, nice cars, good looking women, jewelry, all of this stuff. It's out of, I don't know how you say it, Pete Rizzolo. It's out of what? It's out of the desire to have nice things. Now, the proper way to attain this way of living is to, of course, get educated and go to school. Now, if anything else is no good. Either be an entrepreneur, get into trades, plumber, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, something good, plumber, electrician, Pete's job, whatever it might be, carpenter, right? Iron workers, whatever it is. There's no such thing as a smart criminal. There is a, yes, there is. A smart criminal is starting off dumb from the gate. They made a bad decision to be the criminal. So there's nothing smart about it, but I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's a valid comment. Appearance is, well, the way you dress is how you'll be addressed as well. If you look like a bum, they're going to treat you like a bum. Right? If you look like you're thrown together, 3-4 colors, clothes on, sloppy, hat at a restaurant, you're going to look like animal. They're going to look at you like animal. They're going to talk to you, but they're going to go, this fucking guy. Toolmaker. You see what I mean? So, although, yeah, it was a bad route, it is a route that a lot of us took. So, here we are. Osada, you're a jerk off. Osada's a jerk off. Yeah, but that's not a way to live with it either. I got to be quite honest with you, Big Bones. It's going to end eventually, so you might as well spend it and enjoy it. There's a lot of twisted things. All right, let's go into this crazy bastard right now. Let's talk a little Rastelli, if you don't mind. Settle in. We're getting into our topic right now. I'm going to skim through some facts about this guy. I got a couple of videos from our friends over at Mob Facts, and we're going to talk a little Rusty Rastelli. This is what we do on Sundays. Here we go. Settle in. Grab that coffee. Let's go. 37 seconds. We're talking Rusty Rastelli.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Before we get into Rusty Rastelli, let's go back in time here and see what we have here. Where is Mob Facts? All right, let's check out this video, and we're going to get into Rusty Rastelli. As I said, on Sundays, we're doing a little mob talk on Sundays. That's what I want to do. If you don't like it, this ain't the place for you.
Good evening, I'm John Rowland. This is the 10 o'clock news.
Here we go.
You buy some candy or cigarettes in a vending machine, you eat at certain restaurants, or you go to see some sexy movies. And some of the money you're spending could be winding up in the mob's pockets. U.S. Attorney Ralph Giuliani says flatly, things cost a lot more in New York, and things are more unpleasant here because of what the mafia does. Today, federal officials tried to start making the mob bosses do the paying. For the first time ever, the reputed heads of all 5 crime families in our town were hauled into court on one indictment. Rob O'Brien found Giuliani and the other top law officials smiling.
Great day for law enforcement, but this is a bad day, probably the worst for the mafia. This case charges more mafia bosses in one indictment than any ever before.
Paul Big Paul Castellano. According to lawmen, he's boss of the 800 gangsters who are said to make up the Gambino crime family. Castellano and the 4 other men fingered by the feds as godfathers of New York's 5 crime families, all indicted today. Castellano left the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan tonight after posting $2 million bail money. The 5 mob bosses are accused of running the commission, said to be the ruling body of the most powerful organized crime elements in the entire nation. FBI Director William Webster says the commission dominates the many families that make up La Cosa Nostra or LCN.
Okay.
We now know this much about the commission, that it's a governing body separate and distinct from the individual LCN families, that illegal activities that cross family lines must have the commission's approval, and that extends to their own in-house discipline, including hits and murders.
One of the murders the commission supposedly okayed was the 1979 rob-out of Carmine Galenti, said to have been boss of the Bonanno family. Castellano's attorney, James LaRossa, says the feds will have to prove the commission's existence.
I believe there's crime, and I believe that people bind together in it. Therefore, you can call out an organized crime. I don't believe there's a commission. I don't believe there's a La Casa Nostra, and it has to be proven to me, and it has to be proven to an American jury at one point.
The other alleged mafia bosses indicted today are Antonio Tony Ducks Corallo, said to be head of the Lucchese crime family; Philip Rusty Rastelli, reputed head of the Bonanno crime family; Gennaro Jerry Lang Langella, identified by the indictment as acting boss of the Colombo family; and Anthony Fat Tony Salerno, a 74-year-old reputed don of the Genovese mafia family. Salerno, too, made his bail of $2 million this evening. Preceded out of the courthouse by some younger protectors, Salerno faces possible sentences of up to 200 years in prison time if convicted. His attorney, Michael Rosen, calls the federal indictment something out of Alice in Wonderland.
This is a circus put on and orchestrated by the powers that be over there at St. Andrews Plaza.
Meaning the federal prosecutors?
That's what it means.
You say there's nothing to the federal government contention that...
We will address the charges in court. We were supposed to address them. We're not going to address them out on the street, and we're not going to address them in the press.
During today's bail hearing, federal prosecutors said thousands of hours of taped conversations had been recorded by the 90 wiretaps and 80 bugging devices used during the long investigation. U.S. Attorney...
So there we are. That's the start of... So Rusty Rastelli evidently was arrested in the commission case. Let's see. Let's go over some facts. Yeah. Yes. See, not many people know this, but I'm going to say this again, and I've said this before. Rudy Giuliani's father was a bank robber. He did 10 years for armed bank robbery. You guys may not know this. Rudy Giuliani, the Crime Stopper of New York City, his father was an armed robber, moved him out of Brooklyn into the suburbs as a young kid because he didn't want Rudy Giuliani to go that path. So Rudy Giuliani's father was half a gangster. You never knew where it was going to go. His father says, I'm getting us out of Brooklyn and we're getting over to the suburbs. Philip Rusty Rastelli, 1918 to 1991, was allegedly the undisputed boss of the Bonanno crime family. He spent much of his reign directing operations from prison, the origin of Rusty. His nickname wasn't a play on an old school mob nickname. It was quite literal. He was so frequently in and out of jails with old rusty bars that the moniker stuck. His name is Rusty. Somebody asked about the nicknames this morning. His name is Rusty because he's been in and out of jail so many times that he crossed over them rusty prison bars. And I hope none of you ever have to put your hands on those rusty prison bars. So what a way to get your name, huh? The unique type of a Don. He was elevated to boss in 73. However, due to continuous convictions, he spent the better part of his life behind bars and is remembered for running his family from a federal prison cell. Rusty Rastelli, turbulent personal life. His marriage to his first wife, Connie, mirrored a mob war. Check this out, guys. Rusty Rastelli got caught cheating with his gumada after she discovered his infidelity with a younger woman in Canada. Rusty Rastelli's wife tracked him down, tracked them both down, and beat Rusty's gumad unconscious. Wait a minute. Now you're talking about gangster chicks. You're talking about Italian woman. Rusty Rastelli's wife tracked down his gumad and beat her unconscious. What the fuck? What the fuck? Another time, she fired several shots at Rusty Rastelli on a Brooklyn street, hitting him twice. His wife. Hold on a minute. Rusty Rastelli's wife beat down the gumad, unconscious, and shot him twice. What? You ain't gonna hear this shit anywhere else. I'm fucking telling you right now. You get this crazy shit here at the social club, a lucky exclusion. He was scheduled to stand trial in the famous 1985 commission trial. I can't. She beat the piss out of the gumada. What the fuck is that? I never heard of something like that. Look at him there in the picture, in the thumbnail right there. I can't. Rusty Rastelli. Oh, man. You can't. This is hysterical. He was scheduled to stand trial in the famous 1985 commission trial. However, prosecutors severed his case, said he could be tried separately for labor racketeering. The lucky break, combined with the family's temporary removal from the commission, spared the Bonannos from the sweeping conviction that hit the other families. Oh, so, okay. All right. So being that Joe Bonanno was excluded from the commission because of the book he wrote, Rusty Rastelli was not linked in the commission case. So Joe Bonanno actually did a favor for Rusty Rastelli. Joe Bonanno got them banned from the commission because that tell-all book that he wrote that brought down the commission. This is fucking crazy. That's why he got off. Interesting. Lunch wagon extortion. Much of his pre-boss criminal career involved loan sharking and running a protection extortion racket in New York City lunch wagon vendors via a union. Compassionate release. Rusty Rastelli suffered from liver cancer. He was granted compassionate release from Federal Medical Center in Missouri in 1991, and he died shortly after. See, that's right. This is where the compassionate release is valid. He was terminal. Just like I say with Matty Madonna, Mr. Crea, these guys should be home dying at home. They shouldn't be dying in a hospital bed like that, in a prison. Come on. He shouldn't be dying. They did the right thing. Quite honestly. He didn't, Dirty Jersey. Yeah. Oh, yeah? You got the med glasses, yeah. Yes. Sure. Well, that's an easy thing to do. Now, I got to tell you about the shakedowns of the trucks. Matty Madonna's touchy. Marty Tessetta should be out, not 33 years. I don't know. Prosecutorial misconduct. Matty Madonna is a tough one. I know the murders and all of that. I get it. They're convicted of murder. What are you going to do? But they're convicted of on a lying rat. So it's very difficult. Who the fuck knows? Okay. So let's get into a little more about Rusty Rastelli. Sad facts. The official boss of the Bonanno crime family from the early 70s to 1991 spent the majority of his reign incarcerated and presided over the virtual disintegration of his criminal organization. His wife, back over to him. His life was plagued by several severe marital violence and an unrelenting physical and legal turmoil. The most prominent, sad, and tragic facts of his life include turbulent and deadly marriage. His marriage to his first wife, Connie, was highly volatile. After she discovered he was having an affair, she shot him twice on a Brooklyn street. When the marriage ended, she threatened to talk to federal agents about his drug trafficking. Before he was indicted, that wife that said she was going to talk to the law was mysteriously gunned down in 1962 and is to this day an unsolved murder. Wow. So the wife that beat up his gumada and shot him twice, he accepted that. When she said she was going to talk to the police about his drug dealing, she mysteriously died And to this day, in 2026, it is unsolved murder. Nobody knows who killed Rusty Rastelli's wife. What the fuck? This is unbelievable. This is some fucking story. Imagine if I knew how to deliver this story. Imagine if I knew how to put a show together. Damn. That's crazy. His wife got clipped. It's still unsolved to this day. A reign spent behind bars. He spent approximately half his life in jail and the majority of his time as boss running the family from a federal prison in Pennsylvania, Missouri, and New York. His long absence allowed ruthless robbers like Carmine Galanti to wage a bloody internal war to seize control of the streets. This is unbelievable. Yeah, he didn't have very good luck. Yeah, he didn't have very good luck. Hey, teacher, I'm fucking flabbergasted if that's the word. I just can't. Use ChatGPT. It will build the Dirty Jersey. I like to do it, not knowing what I'm doing. I mean, I think it adds a little might be a level of authenticity. I think I could do that. Yeah, I kind of like doing it this way. I kind of like having it all fucked up because, again, I don't have any goals here, so it's going to be the way I deliver it and whatever the facts are. But that is correct. You can use all these platforms. Yeah, I know, but Bambi, I like not knowing what I'm doing. Kind of, I guess. There is no other level I want to get to, I don't think. I kind of enjoy this, so that's why it's this way. So, listen, I'm getting shocked as you're getting shocked. If any of this is a shock to you, looks like Hey Teacher gave a wow after he said he clipped his wife. But, 2 hours, no good. You lose the crowd. 40 minutes, Bambi. You got to get your story in 40 minutes. Anything past 40 minutes, you're not keeping the crowd, unfortunately. You got to narrow it down to 40 minutes. That's the most you should do, apparently. Again, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Well, because I'm talking with you, Pete. I enjoy it. I'm here to have a good time. We're here for a good time, not a long time. And that's what we do here. And that is the way that you should live your life. Severe health crisis. During a major labor racketeering trial in 1986, Rusty Rastelli suffered massive seizures and collapsed on the courtroom floor. His health deteriorated rapidly throughout the 1980s, and he suffered from advanced liver cancer, dying in compassionate release. Now, this is going to segue into something else. Please remind me about the segue. If anybody's here, I want to talk to you about compassionate release. Dying in compassionate release. He was given compassionate release from the Federal Medical Center in Springfield, Missouri on June 4th, 1991, solely because he was terminal. He died just weeks later on June 24th, 1991 at Booth Memorial Hospital in Queens. Hey, teacher, he died in Queens. You see that? He died in his borough. Not bad. Loss of organizational prestige. Under his prolonged remote leadership and the heavy infiltration of FBI informant Joseph Pastone, Donnie Brasco, the Bonanno family lost its seat on the commission. Oh, that's when it lost its seat. I thought after Joe Bonanno did that, it lost its seat. Now I'm confused, you see? This is where the lack of anything comes in. I thought they lost their seat because of Joe Bonanno. They're saying they lost it because of Donnie Brasco. Anyway, either way, it was a disaster, obviously. Yeah, well, yeah, that's where they lived. Okay, let's go over real quick. Good morning, Cheech. Let's go over Rusty Rastelli's timeline in the mafia. Philip Rusty Rastelli. His name is Rusty. They gave him that nickname because he spent the majority of his life coming in and out of prisons and putting his hands on them rusty bars. Rusty Rastelli, I got to say, this guy was pretty much a stand-up honorable man in that life. He was a douchebag, having clipped his wife, obviously. He was a douchebag. But as far as not saying anything, Boogie Black, is this your first time here, sir or madam? If this is your first time here, welcome, Boogie Black. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, forgive my ignorance. If it is your first time here, we hope that you do come back. Keep in mind, Boogie Black, this is not a mob channel. I don't give a fuck about the mafia. But every Sunday we spotlight a gangster, a wise guy. We're going through the commission first. So if this is your first time here, welcome. And if it is not, forgive my ignorance. But either way, welcome to the Social Club. Philip Rusty Rastelli's timeline in the mafia. 1950s. I think no one who killed should get compassionate relief. Well, he wasn't convicted of that. That's the problem, Pete. He wasn't convicted of that. Especially of his wife. Especially of his wife. Yeah, they're garbage cans, Bambi. Nobody realizes that the Italians are responsible for the heroin issues in New York City, in the world. Fucking garbage cans. 1950s, he rises through the Bonanno family, specializing in loan sharking, extortion. Hello there, Spataro. Extortion and controlling the Workmen's Mobile Lunch Association. December 1954, he becomes a fugitive after the 1953 shooting of Michael Russo. His wife, Connie, is indicted for attempting to bribe Russo to protect her husband. Oh, my God. His wife was a gangster. March 5th, 1962, his wife, Connie, is mysteriously murdered in Brooklyn after threatening to cooperate with federal agents. The killing remains unsolved to this day. 1964, he marries his second wife. She marries him after he kills her off. He killed Connie. Hey, Spataro, he killed Connie, and this lady, Irene McKee, she wants to marry him. How do you fucking figure that out? 1964, he marries his second wife. 1973, he is elevated to boss of the Bonanno crime family following the death of boss Natalie Evola. 1974, he's released from prison only to face immediate resistance from rival Carmine, the cigar Galante, who assumes de facto control of the family. 1975, Barry, this guy's got some fucking career. 1975, he's sentenced to 10 years in prison for extortion and protection record with the New York City Lunch Wagon Vendors Union. July 12, 1979, Carmine, the cigar Galante, is murdered in Brooklyn at a Brooklyn restaurant, a hit heavily authorized by Rusty Rastelli, who was in prison. This is a great fucking story. This is a great fucking story, this Rusty Rastelli story. Imagine if I knew how to deliver this shit. It'd be great. 1979, 1980, Philip Rusty Rastelli is officially recognized as the undisputed boss of the Bonanno crime family, but faces internal challenges from capos Alphonse Sonny Redden Delicato and Dominic Trinchera, as well as Philip Giacone. May 1981, the challenging capos, they were all murdered. What the fuck? The challenging capos are murdered, solidifying Rusty Rastelli's control, managing their street boys, Joseph Messino and Dominic Napolitano. Unfucking believable. September 1981, the FBI's Donnie Brasco agent Joseph Pistone infiltrated the Bonannos, leading to heavy indictments and further disrupt Rastelli's operation. You got to give a fucking A+ for determination. I'll tell you that. You got to give it. 1986, he's indicted alongside the heads of the New York's other families in the legendary commission trial. 1987, convicted of racketeering, sentenced to 12 years in a federal prison in Missouri. On June 24th, 1991, he dies at the age of 73 from liver cancer, just 20 days after receiving compassionate release from federal custody. Some fucking story, guys. This guy, I got to tell you, hello, Socelli. This guy has one of the most interesting stories that I've ever read. I did not know this until this morning. This was planned 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. Probably one of the most interesting mob stories. That's the Bonanno crime family. Again, we didn't have any Bonannos in North Jersey. I mean, we might have had some associates in North Jersey, but none of that. I think maybe one. We had one in the neighborhood that might have been possibly. It was either Colombo or Bonanno. I don't know. I'd have to ask around. I'm not sure. I don't remember who Michael was with. What a great story. Hey, teacher. So, of course, no flowers. He killed his wife. He was a drug dealer. We're going to give no flowers. He's a demon. All right. Being that Mob Facts is a friend of the show, we're going to show a couple of clips. Let's see what we got here. Yes, Angelo Bonanno. That's correct. Yes. Yes, yes. All right, let's see what we got here. This is Rusty Rastelli's brother coming out of court. Let's check this one out if it plays. I don't know these people again. This is Rusty Rastelli's brother, nor do I care to even have any more information. I don't give a fuck about these people, but here we go.
One big man will be out of your way.
Why don't you knock it off, huh?
Don't knock it off.
Just knock it off. Knock it off, huh?
What do you have against me?
What do you got against me? That's what I want to know. No. What do you got against me? That's what I want to know.
Go take the bullshit in there with them. What are you fucking around here? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Give us 5 seconds.
I'll give
You
you
ain't even
shit.
got 2 seconds.
That is Rusty Rastelli's brother. Tommy Chat, I got to go to work. All right. I subscribed and liked. See you next Sunday. We're on every morning, 7 a.m. Every morning, 7 a.m. Newark, New Jersey time. Pedro was the grandson. Yes. Yep. Yes, have a good day. We appreciate you coming by. Have a good day, man. Yes, you guys are great. It was nice to see you, man. Come back if you don't mind. We'd love to see you back. We have coffee every morning over here. Spataro, good morning from Swarcelli. Let's see if we got other videos of Rusty Rastelli. Oh, here's James Proctor. Here's a James Proctor video. Go sub up to James Proctor. Here we go.
Philip Rusty Rastelli rose to power as boss of the Bonanno crime family in 1973 after serving as underboss to Natalie Joe Diamond Evola. Despite his title, Rastelli spent most of his 18-year reign behind bars serving time for antitrust violations and labor racketeering. He ran the family from prison, though his leadership was widely criticized, even by loyalist Joe Massino, for being ineffective and contributing to the family's decline. Rastelli's power base was rooted in labor unions, particularly the Teamsters in New York's storage industry, where he used intimidation tactics like fire bombings and assaults. A fitness enthusiast and stoic figure, he lived modestly in Brooklyn and kept a quiet public profile. His personal life was chaotic, especially his violent and criminally involved marriage to his first wife, Connie, who was eventually murdered for being an informant. Rastelli died of liver cancer in 1991, largely forgotten by the mob elite. Though once powerful, his legacy is marked by long prison stints and a fractured organization.
All right, thank you, James Proctor. He did a really good job on that. James, he doesn't watch my show, but James, that was really well done. I like when he does shorts like that, James Proctor. God bless you, James. That was really good. That was a good one. The consigliere, I got to tell you, did a great job. Excellent. I'm going to tell him later. Hold on, I got to get the... Yes. So James, I got to give you credit, man. That was really good. Let's see if we have another James Proctor video here. I'm sorry, another Rusty Rastelli. Let's see what this one is here. I don't know what this one here. Let's see. We got one more. I think we got one more to show here. James, very, very nice.
Mr. Rastelli? Mr. Rastelli, good morning.
Yeah, he's not going to talk. All right, good. Guys, Bambi does some good stuff. Go check out her channel right there, if you don't mind, please. Not just Italians. Oh, of course. No, of course. Carletto, it was just a whole organization of people. It was a whole organization. I got good news for you, Carletto. Give me a minute here. All right, so that basically wraps up our spotlight of this man here, Rusty Rastelli. Don't know if this show was good or not. Again, we did a half hour of coffee talk first, And then we did this. So, yeah. Rusty Rastelli, you're a garbage can. You're not getting flowers. One thing I got to give you, you never opened your mouth. I don't even know if he's on wiretaps. He kept it strong, and he was fucking determined and a very strong individual. What fell apart after him? I mean, that sounds like a very strong family. Very, very, very strong family. I don't understand what happened there. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's all right, let me resume here in a minute. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute here. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, we will be right back, guys. We will be right back. Settle in. All right. Who doesn't like the Godfather music, huh? Hold on, let me shut this. Who doesn't like the Godfather music? We can't be friends. Uh-oh. Let's do this here. Let's get rid of this banner. If you don't like the Godfather music, we can't be friends, guys. We cannot be friends. Bye-bye, Godfather. You're out. Take that down. Move this over. Fix this. I love this StreamYard. It's fucking incredible. StreamYard is absolutely incredible. Yep. Okay, here we are. Tommy Stigs Social Club right there. Okay. Let's get back on and talk a little more. Okay, I promised you a comment, Carletto. We got great news coming out of Barry. How do you like this, Carletto? It's going to be a little difficult to do because of the time difference, but my cugina, Lucia, is going to come on. So she wants to come on. We had a conversation yesterday. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my cousin's going to come on from Italy, okay? It's going to be a little tough. She speaks broken English. Carletto, I think it's going to be tough. I'm not sure. Now, that's not going to be about the mafia or anything like that. This is going to be about Italian culture. She has all my family's papers of who came over when, my family chart. She has the whole thing in Barry. Carletto may have left. If Carletto left, I'll say it again tomorrow. But so that's what she wants to do it. She wants to do it. So we're going to try it. Hey, teacher, what are we going to do here? This locks into our family legacy. This my kids will see. This is this channel here. Yes, we curse, we motherfuck people. You tell you go fuck your sister, motherfuck you, motherfuck this, stick it in your sister. We do all of that. But there's also another component to this channel. My children, my grandchildren are going to get to see me in the future speaking to someone from the city where we come from. So, I mean, I don't know how to do it or what to do, but we're going to do it. Again, I got to apologize in advance about the broken English and the little things might get twisted over here. So we'll see. We'll see. And Carletto, eventually, if you get the confidence to come on a panel, we can do it. We can do it. You're Italiano. You're Barese. Puglia, obviously. And cousin Lucia, my last set of cousins over there. You could say fourth cousin. But still, good genes. That's what you're going to get here on this channel. I started this thing 5 years ago, having no fucking idea where we're going and what we're doing. Just some wonderful things have happened along the way, and we have compiled a wonderful group, one brick at a time, to an incredible online platform. It's second to none. So I say that with ignorance, arrogance, and all that other bullshit you want to call it. Yeah, yes, I do. I'm very confident now that we have put together something very beautiful over here. No, I'm this 100%. Haters can hate. Fuck you all. Go fuck your mothers. I don't care. You don't want to be here? Go fuck right off. We don't need you here. Go fuck yourself. That's your loss, evidently. 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 Yeah. It won't be tough, Tommy. It will be we will be very patient with her. I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. You don't talk to Italians about what? The mafia? Good. I only talk to Americans. Oh, okay. I got you, Bambi. Yeah, I understand. I get you. The chat's frozen. It's stuck. Look at this again. Yesterday, same problem. Patty Joe sent a gifted membership. Wow. Let's see who gets it. Cheech. Come on. Where is it? Who got it? We're stuck. My chat's stuck. Can anybody tell me who it is? Who got Patty Joe's gifted membership? Bambi, I was thinking of Donna. Yeah, I hope Donna's all right. What happened to Donna? Chased her off fucking YouTube, these guys. It's terrible, sad shit. Honorable men. Fuck out of here. Phonies. Phony honorable men. Never seen a bunch of fucking pussies. So many pussies in my life. That fucking pussies. Yeah. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for not talking to anybody on it. It's a fucking cesspool. The fuck out of here, this shit. Put you up in a hotel, meet me here. Get the fuck out of here. You got a wife, you got to stop. Chased the woman to fucking she had a nice little channel there. They blew her the fuck up. What do you want me to tell you? I got my own problems over here. I don't get stuck on stupid. So here we go. It doesn't say who got it. I can't find it. Who got it? We hope Donna's okay. That's all we hope for. That is correct. Okay, listen, guys. Couple to three other topics. What should we go into? I'm going to talk about YouTube growth or the lack thereof. I got the Catholic Minute and I have Machiavelli. Ladies, what do you want first? Catholicism or Machiavelli? Talk to me. Let's get the show on the road. I got to get out of here. Machiavelli or Catholicism? Talk to me. I got them both right here. The first lady that puts it in the chat gets it. No, not everyone. A majority. Maybe not everyone, but a good amount of people. They're lost souls. They're lost souls. Of course you're not a scumbag, and I'm not a scumbag. Machiavelli, Munchie says. Well, you get it. You're right. Not Bambi, you know. Listen, if you take me 100% literal, you have a problem. And I don't mean you right now. I mean in general. We're speaking in general. Because there are a lot of people that do this. They take your word as literal. He says a good amount. You got me, Bambi. A good amount. We're going to go with a good amount. Let's get into the Machiavelli Minute right now. You know what? I should put the glasses on for this. You know what? Let me put the glasses on for this and see if this works. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do it. Oh my God. I'm going to try and see if I can make this work here. Let's see if we can do this here. I'm putting on my what do you call these? These are called smart glasses. Okay, battery's 100%. Why can't I record? What the fuck? It's not working? Hold on. There's something I want to do here. Okay, give me a minute. Let's try it. Why isn't it recording? Motherfucker ain't recording. Why not? See? That's what it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's not recording. I'm not hearing it. Let's put it back in the case. We're going to do Machiavelli in 1 second. Let me try and do this right. We don't do half-ass over here, guys. We do shit right, okay? All right, let's see if we can do this here. Let's put the glasses on. And we're going to record. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to do it later. All right, forget about that. We'll do that later. All right, let's get into the Machiavelli minute right now. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get demonic for a minute here. Here we go. The Machiavelli minute is coming up right here. Here you go. Settle in. You asked for it, so you get it. Machiavelli on Sunday, July 5th, 2026.
Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Niccolo Machiavelli. I step inside where the cold truth cuts so carefully. Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Niccolo Machiavelli.
The Machiavelli minute for July 5th, 2026 here at the Social Club. Every day we do a little Machiavelli minute. I get a morning message pertaining to Machiavelli. Sometimes it's from the Prince. Sometimes it's from some of his other teachings. But today's Machiavelli minute, we're going to talk about, this morning, deception. Niccolo Machiavelli viewed deception as a highly effective, pragmatic tool for gaining and maintaining power. Machiavelli argued that a successful leader must master the art of appearing virtuous while being willing to act unethically when necessary, believing that the ultimate result justifies the deceptive means. The pragmatic philosophy of deception results over morality. He puts morality in the garbage can when he wants results, basically is what Machiavelli is saying. Results over morality. Machiavelli says that focusing on ethical ideas in a corrupt world leads to ruin within yourself because the ends justify the means. Mastering the art of deception is preferred over brute force because it achieves goals with less resistance as well as cost. The necessity of appearance. The Prince, Machiavelli, he stresses that one does not actually need to possess good qualities, but must appear to have them. This is deception. People primarily judge by what they see, making surface impressions crucial to your success. Exploiting human nature. Niccolo Machiavelli observed that most people are naturally self-interested, gullible, and eager to believe what they want. Machiavelli famously noted, one who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived, making manipulation straightforward for the perceptive individual. So there you go. That is your Machiavelli minute. It is about deception and manipulation, and it is a very good tool if you have that mind. And it's a tough way, but it's real. So Machiavelli minute. Thank you for the morning message today. We get a Machiavelli message every morning. Sometimes I share it with you. Sometimes I don't. Now, we go from Machiavellianism into Catholicism. Let's go into our Catholic minute right now. If you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, give me a minute here. Let me put up this wonderful avatar of the Catholic minute. That is me right there. As you can see, now we're going to Catholicism. We're going right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are not pausing. Settle in.
He speaks of the blessed ones, faithful lives we've told for our heart. To Stigs, Catholic minute, reading so.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Catholic Minute. I just need some prayers this morning, if you don't mind. Bow your heads. As this week passed, we lost two wonderful men from Belleville, New Jersey. So we're going to say a little Hail Mary for our departed brothers from Belleville, New Jersey. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Today, July 5th, 2026, as we go into a new work week tomorrow, we end a horrible week here in what we call the motherland. It's Belleville, New Jersey. Michael and Carlo, rest in peace, my Belleville brothers. Rest in peace. You will be missed. You made a really big impact on us here in what we call the motherland. I remember being with Michael in woodshop. And we made napkin holders. And my mother, it's still in my mother's house until this day. It's on her counter, even though my mother has passed. Pete Rizzolo, I don't know if you remember when we made those napkin holders in woodshop. Do you remember that? Remember the napkin holders we made? I remember making it right next to Michael. And Carlo, of course, on the wrestling circuit, and our boys wrestled together. So rest in peace to our two Belleville men that have passed away. I'm sorry I went long on that, but this is the show here. This is what we do here. Let's see what we have today. Let's see what we have today for the Catholic Minute. We made we made everything. The Catholic Church celebrates the feast days of two primary saints on July 5th, Saint Anthony Mary Zaccaria and Saint Elizabeth of Portugal. So we're going Italian and Portugal this morning. Saint Anthony Mary Zaccaria in 1502 to 1539 was an Italian physician turned priest who founded the Barnabanites. From Saint Barnabas. Wow. He is celebrated. Saint Anthony Mary Zaccaria is celebrated as a major figure in Counter-Reformation and is the patron saint of physicians. So those doctors that help us every day, any kind of medical doctor, no matter what it is, any type of physician, today is your feast day. You're blessed from the patron saint of the physicians, who was Saint Anthony Mary Zaccaria. Santa Elizabeth from Portugal. We're going over to Portugal for a saint as well today. 1271 to 1336 was a queen who famously used her position to broker peace amongst warring family members and nation, and then dedicated her later life to the poor. So Saint Elizabeth and Saint Anthony Mary Zaccaria, thank you. You are two great saints to be spotlighted today. Ladies and gentlemen, our Machiavelli Minute and our Catholic Minute for July 5th, 2026 has wrapped up. Let's get into some content. Let's change this avatar. Let's get into what else we got here. What else do we have here? Let's check it out here. Let's see what we got. I really enjoyed. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed doing Philip Rusty Rastelli this morning. That was an enjoyable one. Okay, let's go over a couple of bullet points that I put up over here. A lot of my bullet points are based on news and or conversation. It could be based on conversation with other content creators. It could be based on conversation with comments. I just come up with these. Some of you guys leave a comment and I drop it into Brooklyn. That's what I do. That's how I do it, Brooklyn. I just drive. Carletto, that's how I do it. I drop your comments into another program, and then we go from there. Let's see where we're going to go here. Let's see where we're going to start. I want to start YouTube growth or the lack thereof. Let's talk about YouTube growth. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase right now. Good morning, Osada. The Godfather music put me back to shut up, you dirty motherfucker, you. Right now, July 5th, 2026, our first bullet point is going to be about, we're going to talk about YouTube, growth or the lack thereof. Settle
It's
in.
the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Now, I may agree or disagree with what I'm about to read. I don't know yet. Let me see. As you know, with YouTube, everything is based on your growth. Thanks to me. Well, thank you, hey teacher. Appreciate that. Let's see what we got here, guys. Let's see. I'm going to go on Avatar so I can read a little bit. I'm not that arrogant and I'm not that ignorant that I don't like to go. I like to talk directly into the camera if I am talking to you. Right now, I'm going to go off screen for a couple to 3 minutes. Your associations, interaction, and supporters directly impact channel growth. Associating with established creators in your niche builds instant credibility and exposes your content to new, highly relevant audiences. Collaborations and community shoutouts are proven ways to accelerate subscriber growth. Now, there is a little bit of negative on that. Let me add my spin to this. Yes, this is true, I believe. But they have to be of quality. They have to have a good viewership. They have to have a nice, strong community. In order for anybody that's shouting you out to get anything your way, that could be monetization, that could be views, that could be subscribers. You get instant credibility and exposure to your content, but they have to be a highly relevant channel that is shouting you out. If they are a dead channel, you're going to end up with a dead channel. So your environment, in my personal opinion, and based on what some of these people say, does impact, and that could be positive and that could be negative. Collaborations, teaming up with fellow creator lets you tap into their audience base. You can leverage tools like the official collaboration feature, content that appears across multiple channels, recommended feeds, network and mentorship, building relationship with other YouTubers and your specialty give you an invaluable ecosystem for feedback, constructive critique, and brainstorming. Audience trust. When you associate with others, you are also sharing their reputation. Audiences trust you based on who you feature. So it is vital to vet out your partners. Holy moly. Interesting. Community engagement. According to general forum discussions about new YouTubers, leaving thoughtful, non-spammy comments on similar channels socially connects you with other creators and can drive organic traffic to your page. So your interaction, collaboration, interaction will either lead to the growth or the death of your platform. This is totally a personal choice. I choose to collaborate with no one. I don't really have guests on. I don't do panels. I'm a one-man band. And if I can make it work, I can make it work alone. I don't need anybody to bounce off of. I don't need it. Because I like to talk. This is what I love about this platform. I get to interact with all of you guys. No distractions. Be careful who you support and who shouts you out. Listen, if you have some growth in mind, but If you don't care about growth, this doesn't pertain to me, you, or anybody else. If you don't care about money, it's evident that many people do care about money, but their numbers are failing. It's evident. There's banners and fucking shit all over the screens, and they want donations and this and that. So evidently you do care. People do care. You see these guys donate to the show if you want further do this, and then your sister says donate here, donate. Get the fuck out of here. But you're the same people. So if you're in a bad, dead platform, who's going to donate? The same 30, 40, 50 people that are watching? You're not going to get it. It ain't going to work. Yeah. How would you rate my channel, my growth? I would rate your channel as a passionate channel that you don't give a fuck about growth and you just enjoy talking about what you like to talk about. You don't have monetization. You don't care about donations. You're not here for that, and you're not puzzled about what to do. You just come on, say you have an authentic channel, Osada, I'll say. That's an authentic channel with your own way, with your own opinions being thrown at the audience, whoever chooses to come, whether it's 30 people, 33 people, or 333 people, it doesn't matter. You're different. I can't put you in this. I don't expect a return sub when I go comment on videos, etc. You don't have. That's why you're so good. That's why you are a nice individual and a good YouTuber. Really, I don't expect a return sub when I go comment on videos, etc. You just go to the ones that appeal to you. What a great comment. Hey, teacher, that's a classic comment. Very good comment. I love it. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, so watch who you collaborate with. Watch who is shouting you out. Watch the spaces that you go to, and you'll see. I'm grateful for every sub. Stigs, I hit 150. Remember when I was at 30? Hey, teacher, I sure do remember. That feels great. This feels... I'm so happy you're back. Hey, teacher, you are a very important part of this social club and many of the conversations that we do have. Did I tell you? Well, you weren't here the other day about the White Castle. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Hold on. I got it right here. I got the price right here. I don't want to make a mistake here. Where are you? Hey, teacher. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I got something for you. I got something for you if I could find it. Okay. Okay. I got it. Remember the White Castle I told you about? 57th Avenue and Queens Boulevard. Do you remember? Okay. $15 million that corner went for. That is 8903 57th Avenue. What you just say? Yes. $15 million is what that parcel sold for. White Castle's there. White Castle is gone after 85 years. It's gone. 85 years. They sold that little spot there for $15 million. It's not really a big lot, but they're going to go up high. See, New York City now is buying up real estate instead of real estate. They're buying airspace. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's prime. It's right there, Queens Boulevard. What are you talking about? Where are you going? 57th? 57th and Queens Boulevard. How far are you from major thoroughfares? Where is major land? Major auto land. Where's that? Major land auto? That's Long Island City, though. Wait, what's that car dealership? Major land? Major auto? I forget. I went there once to meet a guy about a car. Is that what? I forget what neighborhood I was in, but it's Long Island City, I believe. Anyway, $15 million for that busy corner right there. They're going to listen. It's a good way in and out. Autoland. I'm sorry. Yeah, Autoland. It's Autoland. They're jerk offs over there. Don't go there. I met a guy there once because I was getting a car just for Uber. I was going to put somebody in an Uber. I was financing an Uber guy, right? With another person. We were getting the Uber guy going, and we were buying a salvage title. We were going to see if we could turn the salvage title into an Uber automobile. It was a Cadillac, kind of like my old white one. It was an XTS livery. It was called a livery. because Cadillac also makes livery. So anyway, it turned out to be a fucking bust. The guy was a jerk off out there at Autoland. It didn't work out. We didn't do it. It was just a thought we had. We're going to do it. Put half the cash up and get this guy in an Uber, and we can split it 3 ways. He puts no money out. He just drives New York and New Jersey. He just drives all day, and we split it 3 ways. Didn't work out. Maybe something for a future if we have a good deal. We thought we had a good deal. We thought we had a good buy. We were going with a salvage title. I'm not going to get into all the nuts and bolts of it. We were going to turn that salvage title around. It's a whole fucking story. Anyway, out there in Queens, you got a $15 million parcel of land sold. Let's talk Madonna, if you don't mind. Can we get into Madonna for a quick minute? I want to talk about Madonna for a quick minute. Take a look at the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Madonna's looking like today. I'm going to post a video. Get ready. Get ready. She's wearing one of my favorite colors here. Look at Madonna coming out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Here comes Madonna. We're going to talk a little bit about Madonna next. And there goes Madonna. I got another video of Madonna right here. Check this out. This is fucking great. I mean, I love Madonna. We love Madonna. Let's check out Madonna coming out here. Check this one out. Here you go. Here's another one.
Madonna. Icon. Hi, Madonna. Please, Madonna, can you sign my video, please?
The outfit is hot. Paris is hot, and the outfit is hot.
Thank you, sir.
And there's Madonna. Let's talk about Madonna real quick. She's doing well. She's aging, but she's doing well. Madonna is looking good. She was born Madonna Louise Ciccone on August 16, 1958, and will be 68 in August 2026. Madonna, God bless you. She was born humble. Her mother died of breast cancer. We did a spotlight on Madonna. Unfortunately, Madonna's mother died very young from breast cancer. Her father, what was his name? I got it right here. Silvio Tony Ciccone was an Italian immigrant and a designer for Chrysler and General Motors. God bless you, Madonna. Her father was an Italian immigrant, came to this country. The wife died of breast cancer. Tony Ciccone, he was a designer and design engineer for Chrysler and General Motors. Her upbringing was stable. It was certainly not wealthy, and the family faced early tragedy when her mother passed away from breast cancer. Madonna's ultimate massive wealth is completely self-made. She famously moved to New York City in 1978 with nothing but determination and $37 in her pocket, and went on to build an empire worth right now $850 million. Determination, dedication, work ethic, desire, and $37. She came to New York City and is now worth $850 million. You might not like her. That's okay. I understand you may not like her, but you got to respect the hustle. God, she grew up without a mom who died of breast cancer. Her father was an engineer, came from Italy, was an engineer. Yeah. And Patty Joe, I remember when Madonna first went on MTV and she said she wanted to take over the world. She sort of did. So Madonna, you get flowers, baby. You get flowers, girl. I got to tell you, that's Madonna's story is absolutely incredible. All right, that's about it. I think, what else we're going to do here? Okay, let me touch on one other thing, another celebrity type of individual, Al Roker. Hot Soul Sundays with Al Roker on XM Yacht Rock Radio. I like it. Al Roker is a smooth guy. So Yacht Rock Radio now has Hot Soul Sundays with a nice new show. A nice new show. Okay. Marlon Brando's quote. I got a Marlon Brando quote. I got 1 more minute. Marlon Brando's quoted as saying, if we are not our brother's keeper, if we are not our brother's keeper, let us be his executioner. There are times for compassion and empathy, sometimes not. If we are not our brother's keeper, we must be his executioner. Leave no door open for betrayal. Fucking deep quote by Marlon Brando. He was an eccentric individual. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting out of here. We did a 2-hour piece this morning. I really enjoyed talking with you guys on this Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful day because I said it is. As we do every Sunday, Sarah Collins take us out with Speak Softly. Guys, I'll see you later. Have a blessed Sunday. You guys are absolutely incredible. Brick by brick, we're building the social club. Keep on coming back. Every day we're going to have coffee. We are not changing. We are not stopping. The sky is the limit. Ciao for now.
Speak softly, love, and hold me warm against your heart. I feel your words, the tender, trembling moments start. We're in a world, our very own, sharing a love that only you have ever known. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, and all because came into my world with love so softly, love. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours,